Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the winners semifinals of this second qualifier for the MetaPlace Scorpions Pro League. 980 pounds are online in this entire league. Today, 100 of that goes to this qualifier. Rockgeneration is here in the blue color, playing as the Arbiter. On the other side of the map, in the red, this is XCA 5, a long-awaited matchup, ladies and gentlemen. He's also Arbiter. Maybe not a long-awaited matchup in that sense, but between these players, for sure. Very excited. 8 players total will be making it to the main event, where the prize pool for that main event only, specifically, will be, what? Quick math, 780 pounds. Because the 2 qualifiers are 100 each. Yeah, overall pretty big league, like... I think it's the biggest we've ever done. Much thanks to the community supporting, but also we're upping the prize pool a little bit in exchange for doing a bit fewer seasons every year, but I think it's a good trade-off. Now, we're gonna have a 2 versus 2 mini-base situation, and Arbiter mirrors are all about either one thing, ghosts, or just holding with engineer, grunt, and turrets, and going for tier 2. Power gets pretty much split between the two sides. Ghost will be getting the first pick off here against the grunt. Pretty even game, guys. 2 generators are up for both players, of course. You can still go into Ghost from this. It's perfectly viable, but it's less urgent to do so. I do think you can go tier 2 without the need for Ghosts. Working on those power nodes now is XCA. A little bit earlier than Rock, but could be getting bullied by his Sentinels, actually. Rock gets to steal some of that power. Should leave with the grunts. They definitely can't fight off 3 Sentinels. Even in the garrison, that wouldn't be the easiest. Second base for Rock, wow. It's all grunts for XCA for now. Don't see him switching into Ghost or anything. He's gonna go tier 2 for sure. As I said, if you double gen, you probably will get away with it. And don't get me wrong, Ghosts are great, but not necessary. Rock has plenty of grunts himself, could steal the the power node. But here's the thing, as XCA is killing these Sentinels, he's gaining a little bit extra Rita power XP compared to Rock. But he doesn't have a second base, does he now? Both players are gonna be tier 2. And because XCA is making those raid camps on the main base, he's actually gonna be slower with the Elite Ranger spam, in my opinion. Maybe not, maybe not. I thought this is gonna be already underway, but no. The advantage for Rock is, though, that it's his front base, right? So the reinforcement time is shorter. I see I see Stormy in the chat. Could you please sign up again for the Rising Star League tomorrow, because there was a change already in the tier list, so the spot has freed up. Yeah, we had to remove P2 from the tier list system because he didn't play this season at all to make room for others. But then Stormy got moved up to S, but now Hero just defeated DOD, so he's up in S, knocking Stormy back down. So he's once again able to play the Rising Star. Is there gonna be a rule of banning RB on Rift? Probably not. Like, I think it's more likely to allow Vortis with spoils. This is the game, guys. As much as our team would love some development for Halo Wars, it doesn't seem to be happening. Rock does have fewer units here, and the grunts are kind of overwhelming the elites. But Rock is making them at home, so he has the defender's advantage. He's gonna have several... Whoa. He's gonna have several raid camps. Gonna use stasis here now, as Garrison is holding really strong against all those grunts. So that's looking pretty good. And like I said, the defender's advantage is starting to kick in. Is having some wiggle situations. Might be able to hold on quite comfortably here. And XCA is paying a lot of blue for this. Don't forget, he does have the triple power node capture behind this, but surely your base is better than that. Boom. It's a lot of elites, guys. There's not much to say. It's all about the micro here. You gotta target the other rangers with your own and pull back the ones that are getting hurt. That's really all there is to it. The mines will detonate there. Oh, taking all of Rock's units with it. And now it's XCA that controls the garrison. That's a huge advantage there. But Rock still has more production than XCA does, and he is focusing down those elites. He's got the engineer shields, and we're gonna have elite enforcer drop, which isn't gonna actually add too much to the fight, but it is gonna add conduit of rage, which adds speed and damage to XCA's guys. Population is very even, but this extra base man with the extra turrets is helping out a lot there. The engineer bubble is also coming in. We got the Vigos on the ranger war, but still, there's so many rangers you can't out-wiggle them all. And Rock ends up picking off almost every single one. There is more of that coming. There's another engineer with another bubble up. And that's it for Rangers. It's all Rocks now. He can do whatever he wants for the most part. Should be able to take the garrison without any issue, take back some of these power nodes. Hell, even he could use the ghost for another stealing attempt there. XCA stuck on one base, guys. Triple raid camp. He has no tech whatsoever. And Rock has much the same, but on an extra base. So the home base is just pretty happily gathering away. Eventually he'll get harvester upgrades once he's full pop. They can start thinking about the third generator. And the Arbiter hero itself as well would be a great addition. Then you go tier 3 into vehicles. Or even better, you get Phantoms out. Rangers aren't exactly known for their damage against flyers. So Rangers loaded with elites annihilate elites on the ground. Ooh. Little skirmishes going on around the map, but ultimately don't matter too much. Rock's playing this extremely cautiously, guys. Should he be more aggressive here? Like the Elite Ranger getting made to take out the minis. Or rather to reclaim the minis. But the XCA has some as well running around. I like the idea for the shield generator to protect the power extractor, but wouldn't it be better to spread the power extractors out? Then you're less exposed to a surprise drop, just stripping your entire base. Like that. The third base was ambitious. Generator number 4 for Rock, my god. That's risky. XCA currently has more population. Granted, he doesn't have anything to break through a shield with, but he is the one starting Phantoms now. He's the one starting this extra base. So double Phantom production is going, and Air Upgrade 1 is coming in as well. If he saves all this infantry to pick them up... Oh no, he's running them into Rock! That's definitely a mistake. He didn't want to path this way. No way. The Enforcers are certainly not going to make it through the shield either. Mini base is getting picked off, but Rock has Phantoms of his own, so it's not like XCA will surprise him. Now XCA is down to just 61 pop versus a Rock that is basically full pop. There's an Enforcer in there. Which makes the Phantom essentially able to take down the base. They do their grenade throws from within the Phantom at all times. The funny thing is that these Phantoms are actually not able to destroy each other. But the grunts on the ground also don't work, so basically you need grunts in Phantoms for this. Which I think Rock does have a few of. I also like his garrison. It's helping a lot here. XCA controlling the mini bases is helping him get ahead of Rock, or at least catch up nicely. Totally vulnerable main base. Like, if he loses those extractors, I don't know what he does from there. So I think a mission for Rock would be to get out his hero and start running around a bit. See if he can get a nasty drop in or something. But the longer this goes, the more even it becomes. XCA is catching up slowly but surely. And holding the mini bases has been a nice little boon for him, for sure. Oh, what? We got a YouTube membership from Brian B. I think it would have popped up, but I'll just do it again. Thank you so much. A YouTube membership. It's amazing. Thank you. It's actually slightly better than a Twitch sub because it's a better revenue share on YouTube. Like, YouTube only takes 30%. Twitch takes half. We're in it together. According to Twitch. Alright, more NGs coming in. Reinforcements for Rock will be a big difference maker again. So this is his little opportunity to build up to 100 population and start taking big fights. Let's see if he decides to do that. But these mirror matchups can be very tricky. People don't really rush it too much, right? So when you have an equal situation, you don't want to throw a lead because it snowballs hard. You have the same tools, so there's no real comeback mechanisms. Not that this matchup doesn't have comeback mechanisms, right? Like there's stasis, you can cut off half an army. What I'm trying to say is the other guy has the same opportunity. Nearly got a phantom kill, not quite. You always have to remember that combat in Halo Wars 2 is extremely floaty, so it's hard to engage in a way that you actually get kills in these flyer versus flyer matchups. Rock still making more. And here come the first few trades. I think Rock lost actually an empty Phantom there, but now he's starting to lose more as well. Picking off the units that drop out of XCAs, but they both do have the population upgrade. Rock just has 20 more population. It's very hard to recognize it because you can't exactly count what's inside these things. Here comes another engage, picking off one more. I think Rock should feel confident now with all these grunts by his side. He's got the squad reserves upgrade, so there's a lot of grunts really within. He upgraded the squad member count, right? And now he's just pushing through this. This is what I was saying. No comeback mechanisms from situations like this. Rock can just disengage now and go for the other base. What's XCA gonna do? Does he have a shield there? Yes, that's a play. But I think Rock can just take the power node. Another special way to take power nodes is phantoms, of course. If Rock gives XCA time to rebuild this, we could see a 60-minute game. And he is disengaging. He's playing super carefully. He wants to get the veterancy for the units within. Oh boy. Oh no. He's getting reinforcements level 2. And after that he can get the third slot for the Phantom garrisons. This is a matchup. Keeping back up the base. Yeah, guys. This is very passive, but the reason it is so passive is the veterancy system. So when you're moving around, you don't get veterancy. But guess what? You're not moving around when you're in a Phantom, right? Technically, the Phantom's moving, not the unit within. So it does gain veterancy properly at the full rate, unlike in regular ground battles. The longer you keep your Phantoms alive, the higher the veterancy the stuff within gets. Therefore, the units get stronger. And you win fights harder with that. Getting more upgrades for them further exasperates the situation and overall just rewards turtle play. Rock isn't taking risks. He wants to win. His units stayed alive for 1,000,000 years. But I do wish he had pushed when there were only 4 Phantoms. That was a very clear opportunity to me, at least. Nothing wrong with playing it out. I mean, here's the next timing attack right now with the 120 population, right? He could go for it now. There's no more units to wait for. 2 more grunts. Air upgrade level 3. He could wait that out. I wonder how upgraded his infantry is right now. Getting Arbiter's champion. XCA is also getting air level 3. It's working on 7 slot bases. Does not have nearly as many Phantoms, nor do they have their unique upgrade. And take a chill pill, boys. No fighting allowed. Timeout. Another timeout, but only for half the army. And now the shield is gone. Rock is able to go after the remaining units. I'm not sure if XCA is going to get a similar one off. Not at all. He's actually stasising everybody within. Is this going to give him enough time to recharge his base shield? If it does, he can stay and fight. And Rock has to leave at that point. Even being up this much, he can't fight under a shield. And he's not currently shooting the base, so it could just come up any second. Okay, some shots went through to the turrets. That's pretty good. XCA is pulling back, and Rock is now actively denying that shield from coming up. Weakening the turrets, giving him cloaking opportunities potentially as well. And we've got a very nice plasma round in the middle of XCA's army. If Rock keeps up the pump, he pretty much stays ahead here, and I think he might be able to take down the base, ladies and gentlemen. I think he might have done it. Remember, the units target automatically. XCA is losing every single phantom he's had, and now it's just the grunts on the ground. They're gonna get peppered by all the rangers that are inside of these. There's still plenty of those, right? No, Rock actually unloads for whatever reason. I don't think he wanted to do that. I think it's a misclick. He wanted the engineer bubbles. Yeah, a little bit of a lag spike, but it's only affecting me, not the players. They are both in the US, I'm in the UK. So, pretty big distance between us. Rock is the host, which makes more sense considering we need them to not feel the lag. If we get a little stutters, I think we can take it. Well, the infantry is falling, but XCA is doing a good job staying cloaked. Of course, there's plenty of detectors again, so can only go so far. Rock picking off a bunch of buildings. That's the last of the phantoms, by the way. He's just waiting for his next leader powers to come back online. Rockgen enjoying the 120 population lead to 94. I don't think XCA will be able to hold this, guys. Now the... Oh my god, the stasis is coming in. Time out. Alright, the base is taking a little bit of damage, but I think all these leader powers are ending up just hitting it back up to full. But XCA is losing more and more units. He's down to below 80 population on the field. He is making some more. Plasma does hit, but not too bad in terms of damage overall. Enforcer drops coming in, and Rock's plasma bullets actually destroying the dropship. Oh my god. That's it. I think XCA is dead now, guys. Losing that leader power is just one step too far. And this is where all the generators are. Rock bullying this is exactly the kind of move he needs right now. The infantry will be trickling in one by one. XCA doesn't have a lot of resources left. The base shield is gone. And every single phantom that pops out just gets eviscerated by the remaining stuff from Rock. And guess what? He is pumping. Like, there's more stuff coming across the map every few moments. He's not stopping. In fact, he's barely losing units now, so he doesn't need to pump that hard. Taking out the turrets, just playing it safe. XCA locking the base is the only play he has available. If he loses his main, there's nothing left available. Rock's really eager to pick off the reinforcements. I would like to see him just picking off the main. Spread the units a little so he doesn't get all stasis up. And should be good to go. Another extractor down. I don't think there's any others, actually. There's one here. It's better than nothing. Mass stasis catches Rock pretty good. As well as the base, and it heals the base up. Then there's the small stasis. He can do it kind of again. Just has to wait until Rock comes out of this. XCA trying to engage this with minimal support for his own Phantoms. Both players are using Conduit of Rage, so it can only go so far. I think Rock once again got off the better stasis here, guys. The base is once again without shields, or still without shields rather. 2 more Phantoms go down with units within. And Rock reloads his own Phantoms with Enforcers. That will do a lot of damage to the base. Isn't quite gonna stay near, but guess what? Plasma Bolt didn't do any damage thanks to the Engineer shields. Plus all this healing available. Another stasis comes down. My god. This game might actually go on 60 minutes. XCA just barely holding on to dear life. But that still means he's holding on. Shield isn't going to protect you against stasis. It protects you against some lethal powers that have status effects like stuns and whatnot, but not that. Unfair. Should be one thing or all the things. Oh! Oh! Did that hit the main base? I couldn't see it. I think it didn't draw the VFX. Engineers in with the bubble shields. Rock has to target the units. There's no point in trying to main down the base that's getting healed like that. But you know, still plenty of damage coming through to the Phantoms. The infantry's once again popped out. RB is in the battle. Not many upgrades on him. This is just a tier 1 Arbiter with this upgrade. I'm sure more is coming in soon. Get Stasis. Conduit Incarnate is on the way. And that's it for the engines, but the base is basically at high health levels once more. XCA is gonna give up, however, he just can't make a dent. Rockgeneration is up a point as a result. And the next map will be XCA's pick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game of this winners semi-final series. In the blue color, we've got Rockgeneration playing as the Yapper. And on the other side, we have got XCA5 in the red color playing as Pavium. He's already pumping out a chopper, right? No. Where is the business? It's just grunts. He's just getting resources. What is this? Getting the quick minis. Getting the bully on the grunts. Oh, Rock might still steal the top mini here. Yeah, that's pretty good. So XCA will ultimately have to get the barracks back home and free up the mini in the back. Oi, what's all this then? Nice snipe by Rock. Denies the mini base steal. Looking good. Raid camp's gonna be in the main. Of course, jump back brutes. They can just jump up the cliff. No problem with that. I'm really surprised about the Pavium pick also. I'm seeing Liam in the chat is like shocked. Maybe he's appalled as well. Lots of cannon fathers getting made. Yeah, XCA is doing the expected thing with the jump routes. Thing is though that Rock is gonna have Grunt Riders up here and they win the 1v1. So really gotta be careful with that. Ah, the mine is getting placed, but anyways, here's the 1v1 and that's a knockdown. And splash damage. So the grunts are also gonna eat it probably. Oh, not those ones actually. Easy work. Dude, XCA is in trouble here. Even if he comes up with like 2 of these. Rock has a numbers lead now. And he can keep it up. They have a very similar cost and, you know, these cannon fodder can just do whatever they want. There's a million of them. Oh, it might. That's right, Liam. That chopper has no health. No business staying alive either. Dude, where's the grunt mines? XCA needs something. Ah! The ram that couldn't happen. Free grunt riders. Any more? Oh, there's one more here. Imagine if that was up there defending. If they go back up, they can actually hold this and they can go down together to be even stronger. Meanwhile, Rock's not taking power nodes. That's the one thing that's going in favor of XCA here, actually. He's got some pretty good power banked up already, right? And holding the power nodes is also quite nice. Might be able to win up here against the Grunt Riders with all these choppers. So that's looking not too bad, actually. More brutes. Okay, what's Rock got behind this? Second generator is coming up now. XCA has never had that, but he's got the power nodes, which is almost equally good. Of course, this one won't be going down anytime soon, but Rock will very likely have his shade turret drops, which could potentially cause some trouble here, but there's just too many units, I think. I think he's causing enough trouble, to be honest, by just being here. With all these cannon fathers tickling things. He'll be back later with some stronger stuff, I'm sure. Tickle, tickle. Isn't there an incentive to go to the losers bracket? No. You play more games, more stressful games, best of ones. It's a nightmare. Almost a coin flip with the best of ones, so you want to avoid that. Jump Roots might be able to get something done on this upgrading base. Rockgeneration is not yet tier 2, bear in mind. But he's got a good amount of units back here. He's got the methane wagon, he's got the heavy grunts. He should be able to hold this. And you know, recycling one war council is really not the end of the world. This is totally fine. Cannon fodder, once again, looking for work. There's no jobs. The choppers made sure of that. Ouch! Those choppers just ran over a mine. I caught the tail end of that. That hurts, man. Yeah, XCA needs every little bit he can gain here. Especially with Rock being back to bully the mini bases. This squad can go to the back and bully the rear mini also. Now, granted, it's been a really nice heal on that main base. Wait, this is good. Did he pick up the salvage ability? That's sick. But Rock's going after the minis. As long as he can hold his main, or this expo rather, he will be able to take over the power node soon enough. Oh, Sentinel survived. Well, probably not a big deal, as there were engagements in the middle, so that happens. I'm sure XCA didn't know strat. He's not done it a single time this whole series. You know, when there's combat over it, obviously it's tough. That Marauder didn't have a way out. Well, it could have backed out, I guess, but that wasn't the way. Yeah, full salvage. Getting a little regeneration done here is quite nice, but the minis, they take forever to fully heal back up. And Rock taking over all the minis on the entire map is a very big deal. That's better than a full expansion, guys. It's just easier to lose it, so that's something to look out for. But the economic reward is greater. Didn't expect to see full salvage today. Hey, why is this base locked? Is that an error? No, it's... Here they are. Yeah. So that's a landing. EMPs are in. Man, those heavy grunts are good at anti-vehicle work. Hit squad's looking at the expansion menacingly. It's gonna be difficult for XCA to hold this. He doesn't have units. He has everything but units. He's tier 3. He's finally getting Wraiths out. Was that a Wraith or a Scorch Rounds upgrade? Oh man. It's not guaranteed he can hold this base in the meantime. And bear in mind there is gonna be a beam from Rock, I'm sure. Because we've not seen it. We've not seen the beam. So even if the Wraith does come down there, one Wraith against one beam, that's gonna end ugly. And there's heroes. Everybody gets buffed. The XCA has to forfeit the space, man. At least he gets the full resources back. Thanks to full salvage, of course. And he's got some means of counter-attacking as well. The Lich should be targeting down the extractors once the turret's toast, and then he can just train some units from this bubble thing. He is making Wraiths, you can tell by the icon being the other way around, and finally the icon appears here as well, that he's training. Wraiths will be difficult to stop for Rock. He is pulling back a lot of heavy grunts. There is going to be an engineer. That was a shroud, now that would be something. Such a hard counter to this. Ultimately, he's gonna want also to call please don't shoot me if he can. Once again, finds the base. XCA is going full EOD on the map. So we might be in for a long one if those come up. Alright. Looks like the Reaver will be going down. Oh, no. It's safe. It gets away. Lich is toast, however. And the portal certainly toast as well. Should be able to pick off the Wraith there. Alright, what else does XCA have? The base doesn't seem locked. Pavium's coming out. Mini bases are getting cleaned. This is looking not too bad for XCA really, but you have to bear in mind that while that extra base was coming up for him, Rockgen has had a really good time holding this location. It still has 2 war councils, which is, I think, excessive. One of them could be a generator, a factory, whatever. It's pure infantry right now. Yeah, I think chat is correct. These guys are showing each other a lot of respect here. They're not messing around. They're taking the safe place. But I don't think XCA can defend himself here, guys. I'm sure there will be Pavium in the base, which heals the base from within. With his little drone, that's lots of fun things you can do with it, but the damage is too much. XCA will have to evacuate. I'm pretty sure the hero is in there. No. Yeah, he is. He is. You can see the heal beam from the inside. That's a hero! Oh no. The building will collapse on him. No, the hero's dead. No. While Rock's having a pretty good time with this. Rock wakes up, finds this base now. Certainly hasn't had time to pay off. It's a big investment. Takes some time to get your money's worth. There are 3 hunters. Might not be quite enough to beat back the Wraiths, but the other parts of the army are looking good too. There are, after all, 3 heroes in here. And tons of heavy grunts with stars. Yeah, the heroes turn around to try and take this on. It's ambitious. But even just getting 2 kills while the base gets weakened is a good idea. There's 1 kill. And the second one, and the stun, and the shield will protect them. Oh my god, the beam goes down in the middle of the formation. 1 Wraith will be going down. Other one heavily damaged. And the base is probably toast, honestly, guys. Rock's playing this perfectly. Oh! Whoa! Eats a bunch of the mines, but ultimately not too many losses, if any at all. I think not even the... I think the hunter deaths were due to the Wraiths, not the mines. So very unfortunate there. Buying enough time, the goblins will be able to heal up everybody. And there's the extra gen as discussed, as well as the harvester. Still no tier 3. And there's none on the way either. Just going 100 population, full infantry. Hoping to survive against all this. And I guess what XCA could do is just drop a Lich in the back here. Easier said than done. Doesn't quite have the resources. Wait, he does. Must have cancelled something. Oh no, he's requeuing the Pavium. With the shield upgrade. Nice mini base pickoff. We'll need a few more of those for XCA to catch up though. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. Yeah, there's no way XCA can get bases, man. This is sick. Look how much damage this base is taking. It's just going down in seconds. Crazy. Shield is way too late for the party. What was that? Oh, hero's out. Is that gonna save it? Ooh, I think it might. Oh my god. No way. The heal. It worked. XCA saved the base. And he's doing some counter pressure now. Already took down the 1 mini base. Second one on the way. Rock's deciding it's time to expand. Well, he's gonna be in trouble if XCA maxes out on Wraiths and the hero. Reflecting shield is finishing up. He's getting a population upgrade now. This is starting to look like Pavium's back, baby. Oh, walks right over the mine. That's nice. You know, eventually that burnout will be doing something. It's targeting a pretty good amount of buildings here. It's a lot of free power. You know XCA needs that. Oh boy, here they come! Giga turrets. Well, they have to get upgraded before we call them Giga, but... you get what I mean. Warning, warning. Pew. It's missed. Terrible. Where's Rain of Fire? I'm ready now. No Rain of Fire, just Giga Turrets. Okay, this might not be the simplest situation for Rock to deal with, gotta say. Some good pickoffs here and there, but he'll need much more than that. Especially if these goblins are getting wrecked. He has no heals. No speed ups, no nothing. And XCA can just run around with mobility. Looking for the main now. Rock's still tier 2. Still. Oh man. Is this tier 3 coming in? Yes. But he might lose this expansion. We're definitely looking at the Rock generation that's behind. Oh, XCA is making sure this time. No healing, no nothing. The shield's late. Wow. This game just completely turned on its head. And the mega turrets are sieging the front expansion. Shield generator won't last too long with this. It's a lot of firepower we're looking at. How the Lich might be picking off a big portion of this army. The Grand Dome is holding for now. So that is actually Rock's opportunity to survive this. But like his other base is pathetic. XCA is getting built up. And he's the one now stealing the minis. It's a pretty big deal. Oh, the army's getting thinned out. This is not looking good for Rock. I think we're looking at a potential XCA win. We're very, very close to it anyway. Especially as the shield gets stripped down and the Wraiths are looking for the counter attack once more. Rock will have to do something about this. Bam. Bam. It's just too much fun. And they're still not highly upgraded. The shield gen is getting blasted. The last extractor is gonna get shot down. And what does Rock really have after that? Not much. No mini bases, just the army at this point. And now the mega turrets are upgraded. They leave behind the Scorch area. This can do a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen. War Council getting picked off, leaving just a handful of buildings now. And I just don't see how this army can beat all the Wraiths. Okay, easy. They got it easily. Running into the back of that beam was a pretty big deal too. Scorch rounds on the ground, but nowhere near enough. XCA will still need to be a little bit careful. Remake all of those Wraiths in very little time. Probably should burn out the factory or the foundry. But Rock's gonna give up anyway. He knows that it will be no problem for XCA to rebuild this. He doesn't have enough economy. He doesn't have enough production. We're going to game 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vault. This is now game 3 of this series, the decider. Rockgeneration is gonna be playing as Forge in the blue color. And on the other side of Vault, we've got XCA 5 playing as Decimus. Don't see a chopper just yet. Oh, there it is. Couldn't have been a grunt, right? Jackrabbit does get away from this, but I think the chopper has seen it and is chasing now to the power. Rock, however, has a little bit more vision and was able to evade it, picking up the mini base. Overall, quite happy result for him. But XCA comes in to pick up the double mini. And there's no marine here, no nothing. The only play available to this rabbit now is to trigger the sentinels and to protect itself like that. But I think that chopper will be able to catch it now. Oh, definitely gonna catch it. Yeah, this is toast. Oh! Okay, it is dead. No other minis for Rock just yet. He didn't get this top mini. That's a very important one to grab. It's cheap as well, so you get a little bit of pressure on the double minis. But of course, XCA isn't gonna mess around too long. He's got the raid camp coming up already. Rock is going for the barracks. And Chopper raid camp can do pretty well overall. That could be suicide grunts, that could be jump back brutes. So I think this has a pretty good amount of potential. However, the Forge Hog can deal with anything in the raid camp. So this isn't normal UNSC that's gonna heavily rely on the barracks. No, this is Forge. And you need a ton of choppers to deal with the Forge Hog. What you do have though is access to Vortex. Vortex can nerf this thing and lock it down, completely stunning it. So overall you're gonna need like 6 choppers, maybe 5 if you get a really good Vortex off. You guys want predictions? Fine. Real quick. There. Mini base is getting blasted pretty good. And I would say the Jackrabbit can protect this just fine. Suicide grunts coming in as well as some choppers. There's 5 now. Fortruck has to be a little careful, but a good anvil round will be able to slow them down a little bit. Picking off one, heavily damaging another. This is not too bad for Rock. There are 6 now. Heavy metal will be crucial in the defense. He's got it. And the mini base will be going down with that. Choppers getting picked off left and right. And this is going to be a very easy power node to pick up as well. Main base might get attacked by a vortex thing. Maybe not just yet. The grunt is on its lonesome. Good number of choppers overall once again. So Rock does have to be careful. Doesn't have a second generator or anything like that. And because there's a grunt in his base, he wouldn't be doing it anyway. Can't afford it right now, but he wouldn't be doing it because if you're building a generator and it gets Vortex, it just dies. Vortex also includes an armor nerf, so there is that. I like this grunt on the lookout. Wow, good shot. Players trading mini bases. But guess what? Rock does have 3 power nodes, and that gives him a pretty good amount of leader power XP as well. Will be able to use a scatter bomb anvil round combination, which could devastate these choppers. Gotta be really careful with that. Four power nodes coming up. It's crazy. Rock doesn't even care about these minis. He does finally have his second generator. And it is upgraded, so no threat from XCA either. Getting a scout off on the main. Sees that XCA is still just making choppers. No upgrades, no nothing. Rock's expansion's done. Okay, this is a little bit too dangerous to try and engage with the Warthog. That's, I think, obvious. But because they're just not shooting a whole lot against the mini base, it's kind of okay to just let them do their work. Rock can build up here. He's tier 2 now. He's gonna get defensive aura, boosting this boy a lot. He still wouldn't be able to take all this on, but it's much closer than before. And of course, the Warthogs will be joining in. We'll have at least the 1 or 2 Nightingales. It's a very ambitious base. It's not gonna happen. That's a recycle from Rock, I think. Or he's just gonna allow it to happen. This is 700 resources here. It's a big distraction for the choppers, but I don't think he wants to wait that long. XCA is also tier 2. He's gonna get some hunters out soon. Wow, we have almost 100 viewers on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. There's much more coming. We're just really getting started. A respectable 27 on YouTube as well. Pumping these numbers up. Well, people are just realizing that we're back, so I'm assuming this will be a bit nicer next year even. The Siphon is in, so these choppers now regenerate, but guess what? Warthogs are better than them. Oh, Rock's looking for the counter. He's seen these guys coming around. The Jackrabbit spotted it, so I guess he's just relying on the low building damage from these scouts to, you know, make sure that he can actually go for counterattacks. But there are hunters out, so the best target really is the minis. And he is doing that. Should be able to pick this off as well before the Warlord comes out. The choppers will be going after him, no doubt. It's time to engage. Hunters from one side, choppers from the other. This is going to be a nice sandwich. Yeah, great pickoff indeed. There's all the choppers. I think we're going to have the big engage now. The Vortex are kind of shielding the Warthog though. And we've got some smokes to stop the hunters at least from shooting. Are we going to have the Anvil round scatter bomb combo or not? We've got a Siphon instead. Hunters are healing themselves back up right now. And the choppers are looking for those rams, but the Warthog healing is just nuts. That's a great Anvil round right there. And the Warthogs are holding on to this spot. The beams are nice. Should be getting the Nightingales down. Oh, that one's actually getting away. That's crazy, dude. Warthog staying alive also. XCA is getting picked apart. Rock is barely losing any units. And we still haven't seen Scatter Bomb getting used. The choppers are going for the rams, but it's not going to be enough. And there is the Nightingale healing this thing right back up. XCA's lost everything. He's got a tiny, cute counterattack on the other side of the map. But other than that, don't see much going for this man right now. Sure, the mini base skill is nice, but what he's going up against is way more than that. Good pickoff on the base as well, and now the Marines will be able to join in. Even the engineer's dead. What's XCA got left? I guess he could build him up to a Decimus drop, but even Corey can't make the biggest difference in these kind of situations. It's a good vortex. The hunters are doing some work. But Rock's still free. That Forge Hog with the heavy metal now just absolutely owning everyone. That's ugly, man. That's ugly. Hunter's doing his very best, but it's just not enough. Two Nightingales are making a lot of magic happen. Vehicles level 2 is coming in also. Turrets getting picked off is huge. This Forge Hog has a star. Bruh. 3 Nightingales now. Apparently that's better than 2. Sure, more Warthogs will be coming in as well. The anti-air turret actually making quite a bit of a difference here. But Brock has enough to start picking off the air units, and then there's nothing else left. He would have had probably the Grizzly drop to finish this off with. XCA is not going to wait it out. He knows he's dead. So, yeah. Because of the whole situation with XCA picking his leader twice, we don't allow that, right? That's why they're playing something else every game. Rock actually banned 2 of the best leaders, Shipmaster and Colony, for this map, and he was left with Decimus. It's not the easiest thing to make that happen. We want to thank our MetaPlays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.